Hey, welcome back to the Girl Be Free podcast. I'm your host, Siobhan, your community cultivator and founder of Be Free Project. I help women who are ready to flourish, feel fulfilled, and be free to show up for themselves. I am deeply passionate about community, sisterhood, and personal growth. So if that's your jam, keep on listening. And now let's get into the show. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Girl Be Free podcast. So this week I want to talk to you about 8 reasons why you are not showing up for yourself. But before we get into that, let me share what I am loving this week. And it is my newest addition to the Be Free Project headquarters, aka my office. My friend Denise, she brought me a beautiful dream catcher, and it has all these beautiful butterflies, and each color represents the 7 chakras. And it is the perfect addition to the Be Free Project headquarters, and I absolutely love it. So beautiful. I'm actually going to share it on my IG feed, so make sure you go and check it out there. All right, so today I want to talk to you about why you're not showing up for yourself, and I'm going to give you 8 reasons that I really want you to pay attention to, and I want you to take notes. Number 1, you have the wrong people around you. And what I mean by that, you're surrounded by people who are not ambitious, who are not aspiring for more in their life. They're content with being average, and they don't have a growth mindset. Now, this is no fault to them. We have friends in our lives for different things, but when you're trying to show up and take action in your life, you need people around you who are doing the same thing. And I highly recommend that you have different circles for different spaces in your life. And so, again, the reason why you're not showing up and taking action in your life could very well be because you are surrounded by the wrong people. And if you're looking for your community, your collective, women who are like-minded on this personal growth journey, doing the work, showing up for themselves, I invite you to join the Be Free Inner Circle, which is your community for real sisterhood and accountability. And with that, every day now I'm asking the members, what are you going to have done by 5 p.m.? And that holds them accountable to, number 1, check in and say what they're working on for the day. But number 2, you have community support of women who are doing the same thing. And once you share what you're working on, you're more likely to get it done. So the women in the Be Free Inner Circle are surrounded by the right people, the right women, because everyone in there is on a similar journey. And there's so many women at different stages of their lives, whether they're just beginning their journey, maybe they've been on their journey for a while, maybe they're there to inspire others because they've got to this level of fulfillment. So you'll find everything in between in the Be Free Inner Circle, but I just wanted to point that out. Number 2, you don't feel like you're good enough. So your limiting beliefs are holding you back from showing up. You're too in your head, your beliefs and your thoughts are limited. For example, you also may think that you're not smart enough. This came up in the Be Free Inner Circle as well. And then something that I've also had to work through on my own. And when you feel like you're not smart enough, you're going to be reluctant to show up for yourself because you feel like you don't have what it takes. And this mindset, this limiting belief is holding you back. Number 3, you think it's too late for you. And I'm going to do a whole another episode when it comes to this topic, but now that you're married with your kids, or maybe you just got a divorce, or maybe you feel like you're in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, and you feel like life is over. You feel like it's too late for you to get started. You reached a certain age, or maybe you reach a certain period in your life where you feel like it's too late for you. That is not true. Your age or your responsibilities have nothing to do with taking action and showing up for yourself. Your lifestyle choices have nothing to do with showing up for yourself. Now, you may have to wait to make changes based on what you got going on in your life, or it may take you a little bit longer. You may have to create a new routine or a ritual, but it's never, ever, ever too late to get started. Number 4, you are afraid to fail. And so this is why you're not showing up for yourself. So you failed several times. You made many mistakes, and you feel like if you fail again, that is it. And so, because of this mindset, the failures that you've had in the past, the mistakes that you've made in the past, are preventing you from showing up for yourself because you're too afraid to take a chance. And listen, we all fail, we all make mistakes. The beauty is that you get back up and you learn. There's a lesson in the failure, there's a lesson in the mistake, and you got to make sure that you get it so that you're not repeating the same patterns and behaviors over and over and over again. So get used to failing. Fail quickly. Fail so you can learn, so you can grow and evolve. If you're not taking action because you don't want to fail, shame on you, because life is full of failures, full of mistakes, and you have to pick yourself up by your bootstraps and keep going. But if you're afraid to fail, you're going to continuously stay stuck in the same position and you're not going to show up for yourself. Number 5, you don't have time. And when I tell you, I hear this all the time. And what I hear anytime someone says, I'm too busy or I don't have enough time, yada, 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 all that is an excuse. An excuse because you really don't know what you want. And so you lie to yourself and say you don't have enough time. However, you're watching TV for hours and hours, right? You're scrolling on social media. And so if you have time to do that, then you have time to do other things. And so the reason that you're not showing up for yourself is because you don't know what you want. And I think that women need to be honest with themselves and say that versus saying, I don't have time. Because we all have 24 hours in a day. And yes, you may have responsibilities like a husband, a partner, kids, a job, all these extracurricular activities. But we make time to do the things that are important to us. And if you continuously say you don't have time, all you're saying is that you are not important. And your actions are showing that. And that's why you're not showing up for yourself. Number 6, this kind of ties into number 5, is you don't know what to do. So the reason that you're not showing up for yourself is you don't know what to do. You're confused, you feel lost, you feel unfulfilled, you lack vision, you don't have any goals, no dreams, you don't know what you want. There's no clarity. And so when I say show up for yourself and I say take action, because you're not clear about what you want, you just do nothing. And if you're in that space, I highly, highly, highly recommend investing in the Free Your Mind Journal because it will help you begin to discover who you are and what you want for your life. And the link for the Free Your Mind Journal, which can be found at freeyourmindjournal.com, but the link will also be in the show notes. Number 7, you care too much about other people's opinion. I want to encourage you to do your own thing, that people in your life, they aren't pursuing what you are doing, so they have no say-so. And also, we're all living out our own lives. No one else can live your life but you. That means no one else's opinion matters. This is your life. So you are the only one that can live it, and that means you have to show up for yourself. And stop allowing other people's opinion dictate how you show up. Because you're missing out on living because you care too much about what other people think and have to say. Number 8, you're afraid to bet on yourself. So you think, what if I fail? What if it doesn't work? What if I quit again? And all of those things could be very true. But also, what if the exact opposite happens? What if you don't fail? What if it does work? What if you don't quit again? I think we are so used to thinking the negative that we forget to think the exact opposite. And you're never going to know about any of the questions that you have going on in your head unless you take a chance and try. So, your action step this week is I want you to journal about the excuses that you keep making to yourself that ties to the reason that you're not showing up. And if you haven't done so yet, I highly recommend downloading the 3 to Be Free worksheet. And this way, it'll help you with taking action, practicing walking every day, and then affirming yourself. And the worksheet is completely free. The link is in the show notes. You can download that and start to apply these basic principles to shifting the direction of your life. Now, a few things as always. I want you to share this episode with a friend. You can text the link to your friend, share it on social, whether in your IG stories or in your feed, and you can tag me at Siobhan Sudbury or Be Free Project. Both of those links to follow me on Instagram will be in the show notes. And then I want you to share your feedback from this episode or any episode by giving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. I will greatly appreciate it. And then you can subscribe to my weekly newsletter. I send it every Sunday at 11:11. And you can subscribe by clicking the link in my show notes. And then if you love everything that you're hearing on the podcast and it's really resonating with you, many women have asked me how could they support. So you can always donate. You can donate as little as $1 and up to $1,000. I don't know, whatever you choose, but you can donate anything. All is appreciated, and just to support my work. Lastly, I would love for you to follow me on Instagram. You can follow my name, Siobhan Sudbury, which is SIOBHANSUDBERRY, and follow Be Free Project. And until next time, girl, be free. Hey BFFs, I want to personally invite you to BeFreeInnerCircle.com, your community for real sisterhood where women are showing up and doing the work. Whether you're still trying to figure out what you want to be when you grow up, or you need accountability to keep pushing forward to reach your goals, the Be Free Inner Circle is the community for you. You can expect curated content that will support you on becoming the best version of yourself, live office hours and Q&A sessions where we chat about things like overcoming self-doubt, building your confidence, practicing self-care without guilt, and so much more. Virtual live events from book clubs and workshops with guest speakers, and a supportive and active community of women that will encourage you, hold you accountable, cheer you on, and give you honest feedback and advice. It's the perfect place to be for women who are ready to show up, flourish, and be free. Join today at BeFreeInnerCircle.com.